All right, today we're going somewhere most of us will never see. We're going to go inside one of the most closed-off experiences you can imagine. We're not just going to talk about prison. We're going to break down the minute-by-minute reality, what it actually means to lose your freedom. It all starts with a sound. Not an alarm clock, but a shout. A sharp, loud command that just cuts right through whatever you were dreaming about. It's followed by the slam of metal on metal, echoing off cold concrete. For just a split second, you might actually forget where you are. But that tiny moment of peace, it's gone before it even begins. You see, every single day starts with this jarring ritual. It's designed to anchor you, to slam you right back into your new reality. It's called the count. And that's the trigger. That guard's voice yelling, "Count time, get up." It is a gut punch that lands every single morning. It just erases any trace of the outside world, any dream of freedom. You're a prisoner, and the day has officially begun. Before your feet even touch that cold floor, you're reminded of the total and complete deprivation. It's a systematic removal of basic human dignity. I mean, it's not just a bed. It's a cold steel frame with a mattress so thin you can feel every bar. It's not a room. It's a box with no privacy where even the air feels stale and limited. So, surviving the physical space, that's one thing. But navigating the social landscape? Oh, that is a whole other challenge. There are these unwritten rules, and let me tell you, learning them isn't optional. It's essential for survival. And this, right here, this is rule number one. It's the most important one. The person sleeping just a few feet away from you, your cellmate, he's not your friend. He is a variable, a piece of the puzzle you can't control. In here, any kind of vulnerability is a liability. And trust, well, trust is the ultimate vulnerability. Your daily routines become these dangerous minefields. You learn to eat fast, not because you're in a hurry, but to minimize your time as a potential target. When you walk the yard, you keep your head down, but your eyes are constantly scanning. See, every single action is a performance. You have to project this image of detached awareness, even when you're absolutely terrified inside. And the tension is just, it's always there, because the threshold for violence is shockingly low. We're not talking about major conflicts here. It can be something as simple as accidental eye contact, looking at someone for a second too long. Your survival literally depends on navigating these invisible tripwires perfectly, every hour of every day. So, beyond all the physical threats and the complex social codes, there's a deeper, more psychological punishment happening, and that is the crushing, unbelievable weight of time itself. You know, out here in the real world, we're always trying to find more time, right? But in there, time is your opponent. It doesn't fly, it crawls. Each second is this heavy, tangible thing, and when you think about the sheer volume of seconds stretching out in front of you, it's suffocating. Even the moments that are supposed to be relief, like getting time out in the yard, they're just constant reminders of your confinement. It's a psychological trap, really. You can see the sky, this universal symbol of freedom, but it's framed and cut off by walls that are designed to tell you one thing: it's not for you. At some point, your mind just has to protect itself. If you start counting the days, the weeks, the years, it only makes the sentence feel more infinite. So the only way to cope, really, is to just surrender to it, to stop measuring time altogether. And this is what that surrender looks like: a cycle, a loop that never, ever breaks. You wake up, and you see the same walls. You go through the motions, the count, the meal, the yard, the lockdown, the exact same routine. And at the end of it all, you're just left with the same profound, soul-crushing emptiness. It's a loop, and it feels like it's designed to grind away your sense of self, your sense of hope. Now, when the doors lock for the night, the external noise might quiet down, but the internal noise, oh, that gets a lot louder. This is where the real sentence is served. I mean, just think about that for a second. In our normal lives, we have distractions, right? Work, family, Netflix, things to keep our demons at bay. But in a cell, there is nowhere to run. Your own mind becomes the prison, and every mistake you've ever made, every wrong turn, they become your constant companions. In the middle of all this crushing monotony, any break in the pattern feels absolutely seismic. So hearing your name called over an intercom, it's like a lightning strike. What could it possibly mean? For one fleeting moment, 1,000 possibilities just rush through your head. Are you getting out? Is it a visitor? Is it bad news from home? Hope, fear, confusion. It's all there at once. But what's so powerful about this moment is that for the vast majority of people, the answer is nothing. The rush fades, the silence returns, and the crushing reality sets in. Nothing has changed. And this brings us to the ultimate, most terrifying truth about being incarcerated. The real prison, the one that does the most damage, isn't made of concrete and steel. This whole experience, it forces a transformation. To survive, some people they shut down their emotions. They build an internal wall that's thicker than any prison wall. But others, they just can't do that. And they crumble, slowly and silently, under the psychological weight of it all. And the scariest part? You don't get to choose. You just watch it happening to you. So this is the whole point. The bars on the window, they're almost secondary. The real sentence, the one that lasts, is the imprisonment of your very identity. Who you were on the outside just ceases to exist. And what replaces it is something new, something shaped by deprivation and fear and monotony. Life gets reduced to its most primal state. Hopes, dreams, ambitions, those are luxuries that simply can't exist in this environment. Your entire existence becomes about getting from one count to the next, one day to the next, without breaking.
And that's the question that really lingers, long after a sentence is served. This experience fundamentally changes a person. It's not just about paying a debt to society. It's about the permanent mark left on a human soul. What happens to a person when their entire existence is stripped back to nothing but survival?